an extra cruise from Carnival, and one big cancellation from Princess. We'll talk about all that and more now. I'm Adrian, the Cruise and Travel Guy. As always, thank you for subscribing to my channel, and if you haven't done so yet, please hit that subscribe button. Yesterday, Carnival announced that they had managed to squeeze in an additional voyage between their very first scheduled cruise from Sydney on October 5th. Officially becoming the very first Australian departure on board a Carnival ship since the cruise shutdown, Carnival Splendor will depart Sydney on a 3-night round-trip cruise on October 2nd. The voyage is officially on sale as of today, Friday, May 6th. The cruising restart has proved very popular for Carnival, with many cabin grades across various voyages selling out. In addition, Carnival have extended their early payment offer. Ending on May 31st, the early payment offer allows guests the opportunity to save around 20% off the cost of the usual lead-in fares. In order to qualify for that pricing, guests have to pay up front for their voyage in full at the time of booking. The fares are only available through a travel agent. They aren't available directly through Carnival. The offer applies to all sailings up to September 30th, 2023. For close to sail voyages in particular, much like this October 2nd cruise, it can prove to be really good value, with the lead-in fare on the early payment offer for the October 2nd cruise coming in at $477 per person twin share for an interior cabin. If you are interested in those cruises, make sure you reach out to your travel agent and ask for the early payment offer. Of course, you can always come to me as well. You can visit my website, thecruiseandtravelguide.com.au. Carnival also announced this week that for the first time since 2020, all of their 23 ships fleet-wide are operational, and that was down to Australia's own Carnival Splendor starting its services for the Alaska cruise season from Seattle. Splendor will continue to sail through Alaska until her return to Sydney in October. The cruise line has also announced some updates to its Carnival Hub app. In the lead up to the cruising restart, Carnival reps were excited to announce that an overhaul on the app with revised features will mean that its guests can look forward to more personalization and ease of use when they're on board. For one, muster will now be conducted via the app, allowing guests to forego the crowded settings of a normal drill. Like other cruise lines that have implemented digital muster drills, the guests will be required to view a demonstration video on their smart device or on their stateroom television before going to their muster location to have their name checked off. Plus, much like sister line Princess, Carnival will now be offering an extended food delivery service through their enhanced app. Food from a range of onboard venues will now be able to be delivered to you on board, even in public spaces. However, unlike sister line Princess, Carnival will charge a nominal fee for the service to your onboard account. Princess Cruises this week announced the cancellation of their famed 35-night Hawaii and Tahiti cruise. Due to set sail in September this year from Brisbane and Sydney, the cruise line cited ongoing issues with potential access to South Pacific ports as the reason for pulling the plug on this voyage. In its place, though, Coral Princess will now offer a range of shorter voyages, ranging in duration from 4 to 12 nights in length, sailing round trip from Sydney this September. Those voyages have gone on sale today, Friday, May 6th. As most of you would recall, in March this year, P&O Australia announced that the Pacific Adventure and Pacific Encounter would not be starting service in Australia mid-year as planned, but instead were being pushed back into the springtime. As a result of that change, the Pacific Explorer was moved from New Zealand to Australia, and she will be resuming services in just a few weeks from now. Many of the guests booked onto the cancelled Pacific Adventure and Encounter cruises were offered alternative voyages on the Explorer. Unfortunately though, being a smaller ship with a smaller number of cabins, particularly in balcony and suite categories, many guests learned this week that they were not going to be able to be accommodated in their pre-booked cabin type. Where this is the case, among the usual choices of a credit or refund, guests have also been offered alternative accommodation at a reduced fare. Holland America's new Australian season on board the Westerdam officially kicks off in November this year, with a range of cruises now available to book all the way through to March 2023. The Westerdam will reposition to Australia on an epic 36-day journey from Seattle to Sydney, departing the US on October 2nd and arriving down under on November 8th. And finally, bespoke luxury cruise line Azamara have christened their 4th member of the fleet. Azamara Onward previously sailed as the Pacific Princess. She has since undergone a multi-million-dollar refit, debuting a new addition to the Azamara experience, the Atlas Bar. Occupying the space of the old library, she offers a typically Azamara premium and luxurious ambience with a range of delicious cocktails to enjoy before or after dinner. She has also had her spa suites installed on Deck 9 forward, and in my experience, this is one of the most unique suites available on the high seas. Click the card above or the link in the description below to watch my spa suite tour. And that's about it for this week's cruise news update. I hope wherever you are, you're getting very excited for the cruising restart, just as excited as I am. And I look forward to seeing you on the high seas one day, I'm sure. Feel free to come up and say hello if you ever see me out there on a cruise. Thank you very much for watching. If you are interested in booking a cruise, you can head to my website, thecruiseandtravelguide.com.au. And if you haven't done so yet, you can give me a follow on Facebook and Instagram at The Cruise and Travel Guide. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Carnival also announced this week that for the due to set sail in September from Sydney and Brisbane this year, the cruise line cited ongoing. In its place though, Coral Princess will now offer a range of shorter voyages ranging in length from 4 to 12 nights duration. Holland America's new Australian season onboard the Westerdam officially kicks off in November this year.